the most successful industry in Rivers State is the political industry. So hardly you see individuals sponsor programs like this that don't have to do with their relatives. Lesi does not know anybody here. I know how he does these things. I might not have been part of the selection process, but I can tell you that nobody, if we even check, I don't think we have more than 3 or 4 people from Lesi's village on this program. That's how objective and independent-minded he is when he wants to build it. I like you to understand that you need to take this seriously. I have an opportunity to sit down with him before this program to hear the amount of money he's spending on this program. It's more than 100 million. Yeah. He's spending more than 100 million. I don't want to mention I'm sure when he comes he'll mention it. But that's not the kind of people you see every day in our society. He does not occupy a political office, he's not a local government chairman. And he can decide not to do this and nothing will happen. Heaven will not fall. He will enjoy his money. I mean, this money can take himself and his family to the Bahamas and spend some very cozy time on the beach. Come back. Or if Bahamas is too far, one of these African countries, Mauritius has some very fantastic beaches where I live my honeymoon. And he can just go there and enjoy himself. But he's pulling these resources down into impacting your lives. I hope you understand the opportunity that you have been given, the access that you have been given, the huge door that this opens to you, and what stands for you ahead.
If you're here, that means you made it through the eyes of the needle. Can you put your hands together for yourself? The training is going to be divided into 4 cohorts, like you've seen. We randomly selected people to form a cohort of 12. Why we reduce the number to 12, not to have everybody as once, is so that you can get the value, maximum value for the investment Chief Lesi is doing on your behalf. And the classes are going to be very practical. The certificates are UK certified, and it requires you to pay maximum attention to pass the exams, because if you don't pass the exams, you will not be issued certificates.
Good afternoon, distinguished gentlemen and ladies. May I welcome you all to the corporate headquarters of Jolie Global Resources. Today is the day the Lord have chosen. Everything that happens, especially around me, doesn't happen by accident. I'm a destiny child, and I know that God sent me on earth for a purpose. I'm just beginning that purpose. I'll first of all congratulate all of you who was screened, selected to be part of this training. Chief, thank you for the wonderful front and back discount. This training was supposed to cost me over 270 million. But after pleading, and they understood that I was not paying for my children, but I was giving back to society, he decided to also join me to give back to society. So I want to thank you very much for that understanding. I saw your marketing manager trying to do marketing. Now after this, another badge. That is marketing. And as a businessman, I understand marketing. So we are spending 100 million for this training. And I have only one appeal. Everyone should do well to pass and get satisfied. Anything that has to do with selection around me, from when I was giving out 200 million to entrepreneurs, I disqualify myself from the selection process. I don't participate. And the reason why I don't participate, if I participate, the number will be more than this, because I'll use sentiment. I'm very emotional. And maybe I would have also choose people based on their faces. But I have to dodge and allow the selection process to be transparent, independent, outside me. I'm seeing all of you for the first time today. I have not met any of you here on this subject before. But let me congratulate all of you that that God that have made it possible will guide you, help you to succeed. But everything on this earth has a God part and a man part. The man part is your effort. Why Nigeria is where we are now is because of so much prayers. The prayer have turned us to be lazy. But if they have a problem, they look for solution. Nigeria have a problem, they go and pray. The world have moved from prayers because the white men that brought Bible, they are turning their churches into something else now. They are doing invention. But they know that there is God. Because in Genesis 1, when God finished creating the earth, he gave commandment to man, go and replenish the earth. So go and solve the problem of the earth. Oyibo understood that, and that's what they are doing. So I want all of us to realize that all of you has a role to play for yourself to succeed. I didn't jump to where I am now. I am a street boy by the call. If it is army, I say I rose from rank and file to be a general. Today people think I'm worthy. I don't know. It's only when they say it I hear. But I've not arrived where I'm going. Teach a man how to fish. Don't give him fish. That's my motto. That's what I'm doing in Ogoni. Show others how to use their skill, their talent, their idea to make money. After today, most of you might be richer than me if you take this training serious. The man that is training you started like you. He learned. So if we learn, we will grow. My secretary was telling me to send speech. I said, I'm not going to write any speech. I'll talk it from my head. You know who I am. So my message to all of you today is very simple. Success, success, success. You don't have any reason to fail, because I didn't have this opportunity. I'm a self-starter. But today we are starting you. So take advantage of the opportunity. Don't play. I wish all of you will pass so that tomorrow you can teach others. Why am I spending that much money for this? Before now, when I started doing what I was doing, people said I want to contest election. Some say political reason. Political season have come and go. They didn't see me contest. Now they are more confused. They don't know what to say anymore because they don't understand my mission. I'm on a journey. So I wish all of you to succeed so that you can also train somebody else tomorrow. That's the goal, so that we'll spread it like gospel. You know, when church people say, go and win one soul and come, one of you now should duplicate on that person inside of you. Then this 50 will become 100. Am I correct? Then we'll have more people. The reason is, everybody is talking about oil exploration, oil resumption in Ogoni. Nobody is talking about how ready are we for the oil resumption. This is the readiness for oil resumption. So that tomorrow, if you are working on the Wellhead, or you can service Christmas tree or install, which means we don't need outsiders to come and do the job. We'll do it ourselves. From tea serving to gate man to technical skill, should be all our people. That's what I want to see happen in my time. That is why I'm laying this sacrifice. And all my seed used to germinate because my money is legitimate from reliable source. It has a connectivity with divinity. So this investment will grow. And because it will grow, I'm only asking you guys to duplicate yourself, because you cannot teach somebody when you don't know. It is only when you succeed and pass you can teach others. So it's not a speech making day, it's just a small charge to encourage all of you so that you succeed. Chief, you told me that the certificate will enable them work anywhere in the world, correct? You said the certificate will enable them work anywhere in the world. So you heard that. So this opportunity should not be misused. It has to be utilized with jealousy. Guide it and succeed. I wish all of you the best of luck, and God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bimine Blessing. I'm from Ogoni, Kana precisely. It wasn't that easy though. I came for the interview, which I was selected. I was asked serious questions about how I got to know about the program, which I told them. I was just keeping my face high, because the discipline weren't the same, but God Almighty, I made it, and I'm very excited to have this opportunity. I want to say thank you to Glory Global Service Limited for this opportunity given to me today. I won't let them down.
I am Menedi Gete from Gokana. I was selected through a due process. When I was called for an interview, my CV was brought out and technical questions were asked to me, which I responded satisfactorily to the panel that was interviewing me. And given this opportunity today, I feel so glad, excited, because it is an opportunity to make me and the rest of Ogoni youth who are opportune to be here today to start at the global scene of oil and gas. And I pray that every one of us who have been here today will take good advantage of this opportunity. And finally, I will say may God bless Lesi, Maol, and the Jolie team who have made this day possible for us. Thank you very much.
My name is Simeon Nefwa. Good luck. I'm from Kani, Ward 6, Kana local government area of River State. I'm very grateful for this selection process. It was transparent from the first day of the interview, the oral interview, to the second day of the medical test. We went there and we ensured that everything went through. I'm very happy for the selection process, because at a point I told myself I cannot get this job again, because I'm just a first degree holder. I don't have masters, I don't have PhD, but according to God's will, I made it through. And I want to assure everyone that this selection process was very transparent. There is no bias, there was no any backyard something, it was transparent. And I want to thank the MD of this commission, Chief Lesi Maol, for the privilege given to us, for us from the Ogoni extraction to partake in this training.
My name is Gifting Gochindo. I'm from Elime local government area of River State. Okay, the selection process was very strict and unbiased, as I received. Started with application. As a matter of fact, I got information about the application very late. Then I applied. I was skeptical if my name would be shortlisted, but as God may have it, I received a mail. At the time of selection, we came in for the oral interview. Presented my certificate and of course the CV, where we were asked nice questions about the profession, as everything that was embedded in the CV. So confirming that actually I've gone through the phase of the university and now the experience as was stated in the CV, and the selection was made. Received a mail for the medicals, which I did not know. It was actually my first time when I came to the premises and saw this mighty edifice. It was very impressive to see that someone from the Ogoni extract own an industry like this. It was really impressive. And so behind the whole scenario, which I will call the magnitude and benevolence of the CEO, Lesi Maol, this is something that is very unusual in Ogoni, and I actually appreciate him for this gesture. My pledge for this is that we'll try to give him the best to make him proud. I will not take this for granted, and at the end of it, we'll come out with flying colors and be impressive, and also reciprocate it back to the community, just as he has started, to build a chain of developmental stride to the Ogoni, the River State, and of course, extend it to Nigeria at large.
My name is Basinde Henry. I am a PhD researcher in petroleum engineering, River State University. Anyway, I was very happy because the process was actually very transparent. When I was selected, we've gone through 3 processes, gone through the first and the second, the last, where we did our medical test. And finally, we were selected to be part of the opening ceremony today. However, the Wellhead and the Christmas tree, the maintenance tree in petroleum engineering is actually very vital because it introduces us to different components of the reservoir and how we can actually transport the oil from the reservoir to the surface through most of these components. However, when we talk about head, we are talking about how we can maintain the pressure, the flow of gases from one component, from one section to the other. So I want to single-handedly thank this man, Chief Lesi, who has brought this idea and this initiative to the Ogoni youth. And I believe that God will strengthen him, give him more power to do exploit in the name of Jesus Christ. I also want to encourage most of our participants that are part of today's program to take this program seriously, because I believe that we'll have a lot of opportunity that will come after this program. Thank you and God bless you all.